That time of year again, folks. Captain Jackal Johnston here. We're about to shoot another video on how to build a backyard slash rooftop slash whatever private property haunted house. We're in mid-September right now, and we're actually beginning the construction process at this point. We're going to do something different this year, and that is build this thing over the course of the month and show you what ideas we come up with and what problems we face and how we solve them, as compared to last year where we just showed you everything that we had built. Come with me. Alright, as you see, we've begun pulling out the mesh and all of our blankets and everything else we plan to use for walls. You come on over to this side of the property, you'll see the wood that we plan to use. A neighbor of ours tore down 140 feet of fence, gave it to us. There's our wood problem solved for this year. You can see it right there behind that tree. Once all that's cut, we'll have more than enough 2x4s to build our structure, and certainly a lot of planks, enough planks to cover everything else. Our first thing is we're going to build a miniature platform up here. We're going to measure the angle of the roof and build ourselves a nice flat platform that'll be a 6 foot by 6 foot square. Mainly because we'd like to get lights up here to illuminate the 50-foot tall inflatable man that we're going to utilize to stand above all these trees and be seen, say, that far away. You see that we're reinforcing the roof of that metal shed. We'd like guys to be able to run on top of that shed. There's a bridge. That bridge is going to gap the distance between the shed and the little children's tree house down there, forcing our ghosts to run across the bridge and scare people. The Miller Genuine Draft. That's going to be another room that guys can stand on top of. As you see, not done, but it will be soon. All that wood. Where'd all that plank wood come from? Well, we talked about skids last year. This year, we simply cut all the skids up to have planks. Planks are going to be used to design and build really creepy fencing. There's a fire pit. Now, we're not going to use that for safety reasons. And over here, as you see, we've taken out all of our mesh, soccer mesh, hockey mesh, you name it, all kinds of mesh that we are going to use to build mesh walls just like that. Why? Because they let just enough light through to be creepy at night. As you see down there, there's an old awning which doubles as a lacrosse slash soccer net. That will be our headstone. We'll show you that one later. We built this magnificent room not only to keep the sun off of our beer, but we built it with Halloween in mind. This is going to be one of the focal points where a lot of ghosts come and get you. When building a room like this, if your plan is to earthquake it just like we're going to, you want to make sure that it's completely sturdy. Example, 240 pounds. Right? 240 pounds, your structure should hold all that. You want to shake this thing and have people come through it. Make sure it doesn't fall down. We know how much Americans love to sue people. Wood. Don't spend money on this stuff. There's construction sites everywhere. There's people taking down fences everywhere. There's people taking down old sheds and old barns everywhere. At about $3 for a piece of lumber like that, it's going to get expensive pretty quick, don't you think? Go around and beg if you have to. Just don't spend money on this stuff, because remember, you're tossing it all out the next day. Kids' playroom works wonders. Imagine a guy with a costume on. Better yet, a 2-level kids' playhouse. Guy in a costume stands still and waits for you to walk by. Then comes right down at you. We've added something different this year. An actual bridge. So imagine guys in costumes doing all this. And please, if you're gonna do this, guys, remember, 240 pounds. This is holding me up just fine. Build your stuff very soundly. That kind of stuff scares the crap out of me. Notice that a lot of you that are contacting us are from California, which to my understanding is the entertainment and promotions capital of the world. So Those of you in that area should be able to find old promotional stuff pretty easily. This is an old flag football piece. It's an A-frame that these guys were really kind enough to give us after the promotion was finished. This stuff, once taken apart, will be used to build the walls of our haunted maze, but in the meantime, because it stands all by itself, pretty well I might add, we will use this as a way to measure out and shape out our haunted house. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jackal Johnston.